All right, Carlos. So, how did you get involved with this production?
I got auditioned the old-fashioned way. I sent in an audition, and Roxanne was so completely impressed with my work that she had no option but to cast me. No, I went through the process. I got to meet Roxanne. It was great. It was, the typical way most actors get a job until you get big enough, and then they offer it to you. I'm not there.
Right.
I'm not there yet.
And do you have kids of your own? Because reading this script may seem like a real horror story if you have kids of your own as well.
Yeah, no, I don't have kids, but I do have a lot of nieces and nephews that I helped rear. So I have that experience within me, and I also had no problem channeling my actual parents.
Right.
So a lot of that, especially with the Spanish stuff that I was telling them, I was like, oh, I know exactly what to say and how to say it.
And how was it like working with the cast? Because you got Amanda Crew in a serious part finally, and it's like she nails it, right?
Yeah, she
And
kills it.
Zach is so demanding on screen with every scene that he's in. So,
Yeah.
how was it like working with all three of your castmates on this?
And Alicia killing it too with
Yeah,
I mean, I think it was really cool for me because I felt like I was the one coming in like, hey guys, what's up? You guys are established and I'm just starting out. But they couldn't be sweeter. I mean, they took me, I think we bonded really well. And I think it lent the fact that we were, it was a small cast and we were working in a very close location, I think helped help bond us in a way that maybe sometimes you don't get a chance to. And but also truly not Hollywood, like it was great. It was like truly like we really got along. And I feel like that was important too, because when you don't get along with your cast, then you got to act twice. You got to act in the thing, and you got to act like they don't bother you. But everybody was great. It was just a fantastic. I was just really in awe on everybody, and I'm just really happy that I can call them my friends now.
And how was it like having Jason Blum kind of produce this and be behind you guys on this project as well? Because he's a monster in the game right now, right? Like he's doing so much for the genre. So how was it like having him, and not only him, but Epix being behind this project as well?
I was manifesting working with Blumhouse for a long time, and it was kind of, and then it happened. I was like, oh, this works. Vision boards are real. No, I really truly was kind of like in the back of my head. I was like, man, if I could just put that on my resume, I felt like it was I felt like an accomplishment for me to say, yes, I worked on a Blumhouse movie. This is great. Can open a lot of doors, but also having that experience was just important for me. But yeah, it felt really cool. Like I was just like, I was on board, as soon as I read the script and I got to meet Roxanne Benjamin, the director. I think everybody, the people that were in charge of this, I feel like it was in good hands. So I was really excited to just kind of be a part of it.
Right. And how was it like working with Roxanne and the directors on this, seeing their vision for something's wrong with the children? Because they created so much tension and just like a family atmosphere on the film. Like you really cared deeply about these characters and what they were going through. So just seeing through their lenses on this film, how was that like on set as well?
Well, it was great. I think Roxanne really just built that atmosphere for us to be, to kind of find to not only rehearse and to work on it, but to really to get to the important parts of it, because you can't, horror, I think, works best when it's grounded in some form of reality, grounded in, the human condition. Obviously, the best thing you've ever seen in horror is connected to something that's very natural and human. So I feel like from the beginning, it was really, it was a priority to her. So I was able to really just trust and appreciate what she was doing. Because Thomas, at the beginning, he's obviously, there's a lot of underneath stuff that's like kind of bubbling up. So I feel like that obviously set the tone for the character and how we felt about everything else.
And it's unique that you can do that in this genre, right? You can give the plot so many layers and just give people a lot of different subplots. And yet you're also kind of giving them
get bloody.
Yeah. And you're also giving them vegetables while they eat it too, because they get like real serious, thoughts as well during this film and this genre. So that must have been really interesting to you reading the script and seeing how many layers and layers you just get to peel back for this as well.
Yeah. It makes it easier as an actor when all that information is there. You don't really have to go searching for a lot. And when you have somebody that's stewarding the ship very well, then it's a blessing, right? It's like it's almost like you're cheating.
Right. And what was some of your favorite moments while filming this? Because I mean, it was basically in that one location, right? So you guys
Yeah.
probably had to become a close, tight knit family on set as well. So what was some of your favorite moments while filming?
That's literally where we hung out. That was our green room was there. It was in the same cabin. Well, I'm gonna say the gore stuff was just such a joy for me. This is my first horror film, so any kind of like blood stuff was just welcome. I was a very happy camper on the days of gore.
So did you have any favorite horror movies while you were growing up as well?
Yeah, I grew up in the Freddy Krueger era.
Okay.
It scared the crap out of me until it became funny. So that's
Right.
what I grew
Yeah.
up. Yeah. I was a
Child's
big,
Play was the same way with me too.
yes. But I'll be honest, by the time I watched Child's Play, it wasn't as scary. So I was able to kind of like enjoy it for what it was. But I do remember going to the theaters to watch Freddy's Dead. And it was a huge deal because I was like, I was like to face my child, it was a huge deal for me to step into the theater by myself and watch the movie. So I felt like it was like a rite of passage for me. But that was what I kind of grew up with. I remember somebody told me when I was like 4 years old, somebody told me about Poltergeist, just told me about it. And I was so scared immediately. I didn't watch it till I was an adult because it made such an impact as a child just hearing about it. Yeah.
Well, Carlos, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been really fun and congratulations on the film.
Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it.